15 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Los Angeles Chargers.
Well, days like these is why you have retractable roofs, and we've got an open one on a gorgeous afternoon for football at NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
On first down, Porter. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So excellent starting field position here for the Chargers. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
To be considered for the MVP award in the NFL, it's got to be a season of not just consistency, but spectacular consistency, and he's had it all the way through.
I think you're right. He's been as consistent, more consistent probably than anybody else as the numbers bear out in the social media chatter for the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. That'll bring up second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Heading back out, the Chargers offense, we get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. the prevailing message in each and every one of them.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown,
Henry Ruggs. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it.
Taken down and sacked.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To throw on 2nd down. Porter. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Porter. And that will be incomplete.
Porter's pass thrown away and incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Quarterback sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing on 3rd and long. Porter under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Taking a shot for Samuel. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completes it to Hardman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
13 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 22-yard line. 21-0 our score after one. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
From the gun, Porter. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Porter. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Porter. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Texans send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much Not just giving him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown.
A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And this is unfortunately for him a montage he's probably not going to want to keep here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Porter. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball. Here.
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they have been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mecole Hardman with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25.
And now out comes Houston. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I'm going back to you. Well, Mike 51.
Operating from the gun, Porter. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Mike 51. I got it. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the gun, Porter got his target, Samuel. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Porter. And this is incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, but But it'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Devin Bush, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
That's the end.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite... And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Chargers first down. Back to throw now on first down.
He'll let this go deep for Rudd. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 48 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
56, right there, 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to... And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Looking to throw on second down. Porter. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Greedy Williams on the coverage.
To throw on third down. Porter completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Operating from the gun. Porter. Incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat. getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 18. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going long here for Wallace. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Come baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Going long here for Wallace. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Drop deep, drop deep.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up even more big.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down at
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Again, it's Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
taken down back at the 20.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Let's go. Tell the crowd. I got you, pump. 51's Mike. Mike 51. You're ready.
On 3rd down, Porter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Michael Pittman Jr. incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers ready to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk.
Devontae Parker. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Chargers.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over. at their own 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. From the gun, Porter. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Quarterback sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Operating from the gun, Porter. He's going to get this one down to Cook.
Porter's pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Back to throw, Porter. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Matt Patricia here on 4th down, sending out the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
56. Texans 17.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Going up top. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
To number 89.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw on second down, Porter. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. The throw down the field, caught by his running back.
Jalen Hurts.
And he's got this down to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Let's go, D. 56.
On 1st down, Hurts. His throw caught right around the 6. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. The quick slant caught. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25.
Houston set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down. Porter. And returns it right back to Samuel. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. The toss here completed to Pittman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. On 1st down, Porter. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Throwing again. Porter And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Check 45.
To throw on third down, Porter. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 20, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On 1st and 10, Porter. Samuel bringing in the slant. Porter, that one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 30.
From the gun, Porter. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Porter out to the right and complete to Pittman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Bobby Wagner racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So, for the Chargers, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Houston, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.